In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 20th, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Oklahoma versus Cincinnati. The upcoming Big 12 showdown between the 15th-ranked Oklahoma Sooners and the Cincinnati Bearcats is set to be a highly anticipated clash on the collegiate basketball stage. After a recent victory over West Virginia at their home court, the Oklahoma Sooners have found themselves with a 2-2 record in the Big 12. However, they face setbacks with consecutive losses to TCU and Kansas, causing a drop in their national ranking from 9th to 15th. Meanwhile, the Cincinnati Bearcats secured a notable victory against the 19th-ranked TCU at home, adding to their earlier win against the 12th-ranked Brigham Young University. Nevertheless, they experienced defeats against 25th-ranked Texas and 14th-ranked Baylor. Presently, Cincinnati stands at 2-2 in the Big 12 and boasts an impressive 11-1 record at home this season. Cincinnati's journey in the Big 12 has been marked by facing formidable opponents, with all 4 of their conference games against top 25 teams. Despite being just a single shot away from a perfect 4-0 record, they find themselves at 2-2. Both Oklahoma and Cincinnati share an average scoring output of 71 points per game in Big 12 play. However, Cincinnati distinguishes itself through superior defensive performances against stronger adversaries. Across 4 games, they concede only 68 points per game, even when confronted by 2 top 5 offensive teams nationally. The offensive efficiency of Cincinnati's Big 12 opponents averages 28th, while for Oklahoma's opponents, it stands at 92nd. Notably, Oklahoma has faced challenges on the road, scoring 68.5 points per game and allowing 79 points per game. Conversely, Cincinnati's dominance at home is evident with an 11-1 record, the lone defeat occurring against Texas at the buzzer. The Bearcats emerge as the more proficient team on both ends of the court, with the potential to remain unbeaten in the Big 12 with a few critical possessions falling in their favor. The impending matchup poses a significant dilemma for those favoring the Oklahoma Sooners, primarily due to their vulnerability in protecting the basketball. Cincinnati, with an outstanding 11-1 record at home, appears well positioned to capitalize on the Sooners' ball security issues, limiting their offensive possessions and potentially turning the game in their favor. The Sooners' struggles on the road, coupled with Cincinnati's defensive prowess, present a challenging scenario for the visitors. Despite their overall parity in various statistical categories, the Bearcats hold a distinct advantage at home, making them the preferable choice. Although the Oklahoma Sooners merit consideration as underdogs, their road struggles and the formidable challenge of facing Cincinnati in this particular matchup suggest a cautious approach. The Cincinnati Bearcats, boasting a robust defense and an impressive home record, to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. In terms of offensive explosiveness during Big 12 play, neither team has exhibited a particularly dazzling performance. The Oklahoma Sooners, in particular, have struggled offensively on the road, experiencing difficulties in 3-point shooting. Conversely, the Cincinnati Bearcats have found their offensive rhythm at home, but this has been accompanied by a slight defensive lapse, allowing an average of 75 points per game on their home court. Notably, in both of Oklahoma's Big 12 road games, the final scores surpassed the projected total, mirroring the trend in Cincinnati's home games, where the scores also exceeded the expected total. Given Oklahoma's tendency to concede a significant number of points on the road and Cincinnati's proficiency at home, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Alabama versus Tennessee. The upcoming clash in the Southeastern Conference basketball season promises an exciting spectacle as the Alabama Crimson Tide prepares to face off against the 6th-ranked Tennessee Volunteers this Saturday. The Crimson Tide enters the game with a solid record of 12-5, while the Volunteers hold a current standing of 13-4. Alabama has been riding a wave of success, securing victory in 6 consecutive games. Impressively, they boast a flawless 2-0 record on the road in Southeastern Conference play, notably defeating Mississippi State, a team that recently handed Tennessee a defeat earlier this month. Adding to their prowess, Alabama stands out as a powerhouse on the offensive front, ranking first in the nation with an astounding 126 points per 100 possessions, dwarfing Tennessee's 117.5 points per 100. Despite the Volunteers holding a better defensive rating, they have conceded higher point totals in recent games, allowing 77 and 79 points in matchups against Mississippi State and Georgia, respectively. In the realm of Ken Palm rankings, these two teams find themselves in a neck-and-neck battle, with the Volunteers ranking 6th in adjusted efficiency margin, and the Tide close behind at 7th. Given their comparable metrics and Alabama's impressive 6-game winning streak, it seems reasonable to expect the Tide to keep the game within 2 possessions. The team has demonstrated resilience in true road games, boasting a 2-1 record in both straight up and against the spread. Moreover, their top-ranking offense, scoring 126 points per 100 possessions according to Ken Palm, further supports the likelihood of a competitive showing. While the Tennessee Volunteers are deemed the stronger team, primarily due to their robust defense, the momentum and offensive prowess of the Alabama Crimson Tide cannot be overlooked. The Tide's current winning streak, coupled with their ability to perform well on the road, where they hold a 10-7 against the spread record for the season, raises the possibility of an outright upset. Consequently, favoring Alabama to cover the spread as underdogs emerges as our full-game side pick. Alabama's offensive prowess is evident, consistently racking up points irrespective of the opponent. Averaging 81 points in Southeastern Conference play, the Crimson Tide adopts a fast-paced approach, attempting an impressive 29.5 threes per game and maintaining a stellar 39.7% shooting accuracy from beyond the arc. In comparison, Tennessee also exhibits dominance in Southeastern Conference competition, scoring at least 85 points in 4 of their last 5 games, including a noteworthy 90-point performance against a ranked Ole Miss team and an 85-point outing on Tuesday. With the overhitting in their last 5 games, the expectation of abundant scoring opportunities prevails. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Purdue versus Iowa. Iowa anticipates a formidable challenge as they aim to overcome a significant conference opponent, number 2 Purdue, in a Saturday face-off on their home turf in Iowa City. The Boilermakers, currently ranked 2nd in the nation with a 16-2 record in straight-up games and a 5-2 standing in the Big Ten, demonstrated their prowess by securing a convincing 87-66 victory against in-state rival Indiana on Tuesday night. Notably, they covered the spread as 9.5-point favorites. On the other hand, the Hawkeyes, boasting an 11-6 straight-up record and a 3-3 against the spread performance, managed to secure an 86-77 triumph against Minnesota on Monday while being labeled as +4 underdogs. Heading to Iowa City's Carver Hawkeye Arena, the number 2 ranked Purdue Boilermakers are prepared for a showdown with the Hawkeyes. Purdue successfully put an end to a 3-game non-cover streak with an emphatic 87-66 victory on the road against Indiana, where they were favored by 9.5 points. In their last 2 games, Purdue has exhibited an impressive offensive surge, averaging 91 points per game, surpassing their season average of 85 points per game, ranking 13th nationally. Their shooting accuracy stands out, hitting field goals at 49.3% and three-pointers at 39.6%. However, Purdue's Achilles heel lies at the free throw line, with a 72.7% success rate. The Hawkeyes, with a recent victory against Minnesota, have won and covered in 3 consecutive games, boasting a 5-2 against the spread record in their last 7 games. Notably, Iowa has exceeded the over in 6 consecutive games for same-game parlay enthusiasts. As indicated, these teams previously clashed this season, resulting in a decisive 87-68 win for Purdue at home in early December. Following that encounter, the Hawkeyes experienced a downturn but have since corrected their course, particularly in terms of offensive performance. Despite Purdue's recent defensive prowess, there are concerns that the Hawkeyes' offense might face challenges once again. Notably, Purdue's big man Eddie posed difficulties for Iowa in their last meeting. With a current against the spread record of 8-9 for Iowa and 11-6-1 for Purdue, the Boilermakers have dominated the last 10 matchups with an 8-2 straight up and 7-3 against the spread record. Consequently, the Purdue Boilermakers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The anticipated home court advantage for Iowa might be instrumental in maintaining a competitive edge, especially in terms of pace and rebounding. Iowa impressively ranks 6th in the nation for pace of play or adjusted tempo according to KenPom, while Purdue surprisingly stands at 167th. Despite having Eddie, Purdue's desire to capitalize on defensive boards contributes to their relatively fast pace. Both teams exhibit efficient shooting, and Purdue has recently gone over in 4 consecutive games due to their proficient offense. Iowa, with a 6-0 over record in their last 6 games, is expected to maintain their tempo and contribute to an entertaining matchup. In the prior meeting this season, a total of 155 points were scored between the two teams. This substantial figure can be attributed to the presence of 2 of the top 15 offenses in the country. Notably, the over has hit 26 times for these teams combined this season, with 13 games surpassing the total for each. Iowa holds the 7th position in the KenPom tempo rating, while Purdue ranks 167th. Given Iowa's tendency to score 20 more points at home than on the road, it is reasonable to expect them to perform well, especially considering their recent scoring streak. The Hawkeyes have scored at least 86 points in 6 of their last 7 games, and the Boilermakers have achieved at least 87 points in 6 of their last 10. Consequently, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.